What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Thought I'd just do this quick update on some of my other rides, my road bikes. I'm going to be showing you guys two of them today, my two Cannondale bicycles that I've used to get back into shape. And I know before I even get into it, I know a lot of time has actually gone by. I haven't been on the track in over a year. Last September 2019 was my last track day at Summit Point. And then COVID broke out over the winter. And it's just been a long 2020, and here we are into 2021, and things are still kind of up in the air. And I know it's been a while since I've done an update, but I'll be honest with you guys, I needed some time off. My last track event, I lost a very good friend who passed away, resulting from a crash that happened at that track day. And then not too long ago, I lost another friend. Maybe some of you guys used to follow him. His name is Lloyd Bailey. He was a really popular racer in the States, and endurance champion, and just someone I've gone back with at least 20 years. He lost his life racing around in Homestead, Florida. And I guess I just needed some time away from the bike. But on the flip side, and I guess a positive, I've been road biking. I've lost about 37 pounds. I mean, I'm really fit now, fitter than I've ever been, probably ever, which is a good thing. And you know, I know by the time I get back on the motorcycle, I'll probably be a lot more efficient with better stamina, able to move around the bike a lot more, and just, you know, able to have a more enjoyable experience. Now, you probably won't be surprised to know that many of our favorite racers actually ride road bikes. Troy Bayliss, if I recall, had a Bianchi. Five-time World Superbike champion Jonathan Ray has a Vitas bicycle, custom made. Rossi, Maverick Vinales, a lot of these guys, Ben Spies, some of the old-time racers like Eric Bostrom is big into mountain biking. Biking is a great way to get into shape and just make you a better motorcycle rider too, believe it or not. You know, when you have that fitness. And I mean, you guys who've done track days, you guys probably know how hard a 20-minute session is, and midway through the session you're tired, and you come in and you're out of breath and your body's sore, maybe you're getting cramps on a really hot days, and gotta stay hydrated. You know, when you get fit, you can be all day on a motorcycle and be just as fresh coming into the pits as you were heading out onto the track. And so I was 247 last December 2019, and right now my weight fluctuates from 208 to 211, and just, you know, cut and shredded. So really happy with you know, my fitness, and I'm just going to show you my rides. So starting with the one you're looking at now, this is my 2019 Cannondale System 6 High Mod. High Mod stands for High Modulus, which is basically the layup of carbon fiber. So basically, the High Mod is the lightest and stiffest layup that Cannondale offers. This is Ultegra, Shimano Ultegra group set, DI2. The DI2 just means it's electronic. And this bike is far from stock. I've done quite a few upgrades to it, and so maybe I'll bring you guys in a little bit. So starting back here, you see I got the ceramic speed oversized pulley system, and the Ultegra. This is the rear derailleur. This cassette is actually all titanium. That's a $400 cassette. And this ceramic speed pulley was about $600 or $700 if I recall. You can't see the bottom bracket bearings in here. Those are also ceramic speed. This is a power meter, which basically measures your power output. Carbon fiber bottle cage right here. These are the Look Carbon Titanium Ceramic Pedals. So there's carbon base, titanium spindle and plate, and a ceramic bearing in the pedal. I've got ceramic wheel bearings, and these are titanium axles, also not stock. What else we got? We got the tires are Continental Grand Prix 5000. The TL stands for tubeless. Yes, I am running them tubeless at the moment. And I'm using about 40 millimeters of slime sealant. So basically a tubeless tire is just a tire where, I mean, most of you guys, if you have bikes, you know, tires have inner tubes. These tires don't have inner tubes. It's just a tire on the rim, and there's some liquid inside. So if you get a puncture, the liquid will plug the hole and close the puncture. Let's move up to the saddle. Don't mind my pup, he's just over there sleeping. Got a carbon fiber saddle. This is a cheap Amazon saddle. I have a $200 saddle that came with the bike, but I wanted to see how this Amazon saddle shaped up to be. It's actually quite good. It's only 100 grams. It's super light. Coming over here to the handlebars, you can see everything is integrated. This is the knot handlebar. This is size 38 centimeters. This is the knot stem. And I got a Garmin 130. And this is the custom Cannondale, not custom, but it's the Cannondale Garmin mount. Came with the bike. So that's pretty much the bike in a nutshell. Got some lizard skins. I like lizard skins. Got handlebar tape. Like I said, the shifting is electronic, so there's no long throw. You just kind of press the button. Let me see it on this side. That's it. And then it shifts. It'll come down here. See that? No cables. Electronic. So what does something like this cost to build? Well, here, let me put you guys back down. So basically, this bike in standard trim is a $79.99. Yeah, I didn't misspeak. That's $7,999. And then, you know, all the upgrades I did. I got ceramic bearings in the wheels. I had my buddy Dave Conforti at Worldwide Bearings make me some ceramic bearings for the wheels. But I have ceramic speed in the bottom bracket and the pulley system. So I've got about maybe, I want to say another $1,100 or $1,200 in bearings. The tires are probably 120 bucks. The Garmin computer was 200 bucks. The saddle was 50 bucks. I had a carbon bottle. That was actually ridiculous, but I wanted it, so I got it. It's an aerodynamic bottle, which is actually not on the bike right now. But that's it right there. It's an aerodynamic bottle. It's dimpled like a golf ball because it just smooths the flow of air and reduces turbulence as you're cutting through the wind of speed. So this is my 2019 Cannondale System 6 Evo. It's very, very, very fast. There's a local 9.5 mile stretch of road. I fly through there. I average about 23 miles an hour through there. I hit speeds of over 30 miles an hour often. And you guys might have seen my other clip down in Virginia where I hit 52 miles an hour on it. It's amazing. It's an amazing bike. Wanted you guys to see this. I know I got a few comments on it in some of my other videos. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about this particular bike, you know, just feel free to post in the comment section, and I will be happy to respond to those questions. Maybe you thinking about getting a bike in, you want some suggestions on what you should get for your first bike, I will be happy to you know, share my experience with you, or any pointers or knowledge that I can give to help you guys on your journey to get in shape as well. So that's it. I'm gonna roll this bike out, and I'm gonna show you the other bike that I picked up about a month and a half ago, and I think you guys are really gonna like it. Hang on. All right, guys, well, welcome back. I just rolled the System 6 off. This is the Super 6. This is also a 2019. This is actually an early release 2020, but Cannondale had it listed as a 2019 Super 6 Evo High Mod. And believe it or not, this bike was raced. This is an X-Pro Tour bike, and I'll explain what that is shortly. Actually, you know what? I'll just go ahead and tell you what it is. So basically, you have pro riders, and they race various races throughout the year. Most of you have probably familiar with the Tour de France. We've all heard of that. But the Tour de France isn't the only race. You have the Giro d'Italia, you have the Tour of Spain, and Tour of Colombia, Tour Down Under in Australia, and so on and so on and so on. You have Spring Classics, and you have the World Championship. And anyhow, there are teams that race these bikes, and these teams, at the end of the season, they will either destroy the bikes, or they'll sell them, or they'll auction them. And I was very fortunate to get Team EF Pro Cycling's one of their bikes. And this bike actually belonged to a rider called Jimmy Whelan, who's an Australian rider. He's a young rider who just joined the EF Pro Cycling back in 2019. So I'll tell you a little bit about this bike. So this is the Cannondale Super 6 High Mod. Again, it's a high mod, it's the top of the line bike. And this actually has all top-end components. Everything on here is top notch. There are a couple of corners that they cut because it was their training bike. But here, I'll bring you in so you can see what I mean. So, right off the bat, this is an Ultegra. This is Dura Ace Di2. The shifters, the derailleurs, the parts alone on this, just to shift, costs about $3,000 if you were to buy it new. These wheels are the Vision Metron 40 SLs. These wheels are about $2,000 new. These are 40 millimeters SL for super light disc. And for the tire, I am running, and you probably can't see that, but I'm running Vittoria Corsa Speeds, which are the fastest production tire. Right here, I have an FSA cassette. It's a blend of titanium mixed with carbon steel. The brake calipers on the other side, those are Dura Ace. Brake rotors are FSA as well. We got my aero bottle here, and boom, Dura Ace. Back that up, you can see that. We got a Prologo saddle. And this is my Garmin 1030 Plus. And a nice computer. but this one is a little bit heavy. So if I come over here to my System 6, you see I have the small one. That's the difference in size. The small one I got mainly to race because it only weighs about 30 grams. This Super 6 is not as fast as the System 6. It's almost as fast, but it's a lot more comfortable. So if I'm doing long rides that are more than a couple of hours, I want to be on this bike. And obviously this computer has all the bells and whistles, GPS, navigation, emergency detection, crash detection, all that good stuff. These aren't aero bars, but they're carbon fiber FSA K-Force handlebars. What else we got in here? Bottom bracket is ceramic speed. In there, you can just see the little red cup on it, and I also got the carbon tie ceramic pedals on this bike as well. There's the name tag of the pro rider who this bike belonged to. Don't mind that white mark. That's just there to let me know how high I want the saddle. And so that's it. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. I'll put you guys back down. But yeah, this is my 2019 Cannondale Super 6 Evo. And this bike, oh, I didn't tell you guys the weights. This bike weighs 15.5 pounds. The System 6, which you saw moments ago, is a lot faster as far as cutting through the wind, but it's a little bit heavier. It's 17.5 pounds. And so it not only has a more aggressive riding position, it's also a little bit heavier. This is the bike, this Super 6 that you're looking at now is the bike that you want if you're going to be spending a lot of time climbing and going up hills. And so I just picked it up, and to be honest, I haven't even really ridden it outside yet because we just been getting hammered with snow. But I have been doing a lot of indoor training on it, and so far I really like it a lot. What would it cost for you to build something like this? All right, brace yourself. Something like this, if you were to buy it new or build it up exactly the way I have it, you'd be looking at about $11,000. It's not cheap. It's not cheap. Cycling is pound for pound the most expensive hobby, man, for what you're getting. This is an $11,000 bicycle that you're looking at. The shifters, the Dura Ace is about $3 grand. The wheels are $2 grand. The frame is about $5 grand. So you're already at 10, and you didn't even get into the handlebars, the pedals, the tires, and the seat. You know, they're not cheap, but they are amazing. No, you don't have to spend a lot to get into cycling. But if you were to get into cycling, you definitely want to look at, you know, like if you're new, I'd recommend you get something good. And to get something good, if you are set on buying new, you want to be in the $1,200 to the $2,800 range. You can find something new. You can find lightly used stuff good from about $800 to about $1,700. I find like that's the sweet spot, and they won't necessarily be carbon. They may be aluminum, or they won't be high modulus carbon fiber. Maybe they'll be like a lower grade carbon fiber, so it won't be as light and it won't be as stiff as, say, the high modulus carbon fiber layups, like the ones I just showed you. So you know, that's pretty much it. I've been doing a lot of biking. I bike about 150 to 200 miles a week. If you guys want to see more of that stuff, I'll be happy to share that with you as well. but I do a lot of indoor riding. I've got some sims. I got some really good equipment that can simulate climbs. Um, it's amazing stuff. Indoor cycling has come a long way. It's not like the little stationary bikes from the 80s that, you know, we were all used to when we were growing up. It's really high tech. I mean, some of this equipment I've been able to get is just really mind blowing. So, those are the bikes, my System 6 and my Super 6. And I guess you guys want to know what's going on for 2021. I'd like to get back on the bike this year. When, I don't really know. Again, it all depends on COVID, safety, precautions and safety measures and whatever the state's mandate, as far as large gatherings. So, we just got to play it by ear. But I'd like to get a couple of events in just to get my feet wet again and just to make sure that I haven't lost too much of my timing, because in 2019 I ended the season on a pretty high level. So I'd like to ease back into it and just kind of see where I'm at technique wise and so on. So that's mainly it. It's been a long year. I got hurt last summer. I dislocated my shoulder. I tore my rotator cuff. I had to have surgery. So right now I'm about 16 weeks post-op, believe it or not, from rotator cuff surgery. That's gone well. But that was very, very, very painful. But I feel like I'm almost back to normal. Been working out and doing physical therapy and things like that. So by the time it gets warm, we should be back in full swing. So we'll take one day at a time, and you guys out there, be patient. Yeah, we're almost through this, and we'll be back on to sooner rather than later. I just feel pretty good about the way things are shaping up. So that's the update for now, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. About my other rides. And that's it. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. And I'll talk to you guys again soon.